Alright guys, I'm going to attempt a little experiment here. I know this works, I've done it dozens of times. But this mower is in bad shape. I picked this up on the side of the road and I've noticed three things wrong. One, it's missing the cover, which is not a big deal, I got those. This little vent right here was off, which is fine because for this little trick you take it off anyway. But the big thing is this plug is cross-threaded, and I don't know if that's going to show up on camera or not, but there's hardly any threads left in there. If this works, I'm going to put a different head on it. If it doesn't work, you'll never see the video, so not a big deal. Even the threads on the plug are kind of buggered up. So, a lot of times what happens, these set for quite a while, 6-7 months in this area. Inside this tank there's a little bowl, and it'll corrode up because there's ethanol in almost all fuel. Certainly around here there is. Carburetor dries out, it kind of gels up, and it won't run. So you can sort of clean this out. I think what the problem is in the emulsion tube, which is the tube that goes up through your carburetor. It's gummed up. So we're going to give this a generous bunch of gas. The reason I took this off because I don't want it going into the engine. So let's give her a shot. When I said I don't want it going in the engine, what I mean is it'll follow this tube back and go in the head and get into the crankcase. We don't need that. So I put about a quarter cup in there, and it goes in the head, and I'm going to pull it over. It's going to shoot gas out. What it's going to do is just going to create a whole lot of suction, and it should just clean everything out. It's not going to start. There's no plug in it. Okay, so that right there is enough to solve 90% of the problems on these little Briggs & Stratton motors. That plug is in there cross-threaded and everything, but hopefully it'll give enough compression to start. Alright, so neighbor showed up there, but I talked to him. So anyways, as you can see, it didn't take much. Just priming it like that, what it does, it gives the engine enough fuel to run for a few seconds and suck everything out of the emulsion tube and up through the carburetor. And this will run fine now the rest of the year. I gotta change the head though. And maybe that'll be the next video. You know, for a free lawnmower, it's pretty hard to beat. I got a wheel over here that a little wobbly. I'll have to look at that, but I would say, what do we got on the go here? I think it's just a loose bolt, so that'll be easy to fix. I got some junker motors I'll take the head off of. Really not much else you got to do to it, really. I mean, it's just a mulcher. Be nice if it was a discharge, but it is what it is. So if you've got a mower and it won't start in the spring, instead of throwing it away, which I'm sure is, well, I mean, that the head I think is why this one got thrown away, but I've got lots of mowers traded in because I give a $20 credit. Someone, like, I'll fix this and put it for sale. If someone brings me the old mower, I give them 20 bucks off. And I've got lots of mowers that way, that this is all I did to them. Didn't have to touch them. Just prime them, get them running, sharpen the blade, sell them to the next guy. But if your mower won't start before you throw it away, or take it to a shop, or go buy a new one, pull your breather off, and just prime it that way. Take your plug out, and you don't have to take that breather tube out that goes across. If you don't want to pull that out, just don't fill it up that far. But you want lots of fuel in there, and when you pull it, you know, it shoves it out, and it cleans the thing out. That's all I got. It's my little tech tip for the day. I hope this helps somebody out and saves you some money, and we'll see you next time.